If you're dieting, chances are that you're counting calories. And now there's an app for that. Smartphone applications that help you count all the calories you eat in a day have become extremely popular. But now some doctors are worried that app use is turning into app abuse. Dieters have a new secret weapon in the battle of the bulge. With instant technology, eating right has become an easy choice.
I've lost like 6 or 7 pounds. I really didn't realize how many calories I was eating on a daily basis.
New applications for smartphones not only help calculate caloric intake,
671 calories left. That's good.
They also provide on-the-go nutritional information.
A large French fry at Arby's, 566 calories. 1 tablespoon of guacamole, 150 calories. So a jumbo pretzel dog, 610 calories.
Are we being obsessive?
While this tool is helping some people lose weight in a healthy manner, doctors are worried that in the wrong hands, it can be dangerous.
We are seeing these more often, and we are seeing women who are more obsessed with these applications.
When Hannah Kula went away to college 3 years ago, it didn't take long for her eating disorder to develop.
It was obsessive calorie counting, and I would write down everything that I'd eaten and count it up.
When she discovered an application that could help her keep track of her calories, Hannah became hooked.
I could cut down on my weight and control what my body looked like, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to feel, it was like almost an addicting feeling to the power.
The app soon took control of Hannah's life.
It became to where I needed it. I had to have it. I took that tool and used it in the wrong way, and it was very, very harmful to myself.
Today, Hannah is fighting back, seeking help for her eating disorder at the Renfrew Center.
I had rice last night at dinner and milk. I had lost myself in what I thought I should be. And now I'm kind of just refining myself and who I am.
And we're joined now by Paul Hokemeyer, an addiction specialist from the Caron Treatment Center. Paul, thanks for joining us. And how quickly and easily can these smartphone applications actually feed into an eating disorder?
Well, if a person has an underlying disorder, they can feed in immediately. There's some parallels between the two. There's a need to do things perfectly, there's a need to control, and there's an obsession with things that are external to oneself.
Well, there's a fine line between this actually being a tool to help people with their caloric intake. It's something that they obviously use and become obsessed with. What are your thoughts on this and your treatment process for patients?
Well, I think that we need to be clear that it's a symptom. It's not the cause. So if someone is prone to an eating disorder, these fit in very well.
And what are the warning signs specifically to look for?
Well, I think Hannah talked about them, and that's the word she used, which is excessive. So we have an excessive obsession with the apps. We also have some distorted thinking about our use over them, and we may have an excessive number of them on our phone.
And is there a healthy way to use these apps? I mean, should you use it once a day, once a week? I mean, is there a guideline to how you use them?
Sure. We know that addictions tend to thrive in isolation. So to the extent that you can use them with another person, that's very beneficial. To the extent that you can put some limits around your use, say that you'll use it for 20 minutes a day, be very clear about the amount of time that you're spending on it, and to the extent that you can stop using them once you've lost the weight that you're trying to lose.
And who is most vulnerable to fall into this trap?
Well, we know that anorexia affects 95% women, that the people who suffer from anorexia are 95% women. We also know that adolescent girls are the most susceptible.
And as we've seen more and more of these apps become apparent and prevalent, and we go to restaurants, we can now see how many calories we're taking in. Have you seen eating disorders actually on the rise, or has this been beneficial in people maintaining their caloric intake? Well,
again, I think we need to be clear that it's a symptom. So if somebody has an underlying disorder, then it's going to feed right in nicely. We know that there is a rise in addictions, that addictions are a function of anxiety, this kind of an addiction. So the more anxiety there is in the world, the more addictions we're seeing.
The more addictions we're seeing. Okay, well, Dr. Hokemeyer, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.